Where there is great opportunity, I always make myself present. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I just want to go over with you two stock that I have seen. I've been watching them for the last week or maybe a month, and I definitely think it's time now to buy. Why I think these stocks are going to 10x soon. Welcome to the channel again. Please like, subscribe, and if you think at the end of this video that I earn your time, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. So, who don't know me, I'm Damani. I trade in the stock market for over 7 years now and been profitable, and also just created this channel to share my knowledge and some of my wealth inside to all of those who out there who need help in investment. Once I was in your shoe, but now I have learned. So one thing I want to go over is 10-year Treasury yield is making a huge pullback. And with that said, in the last 5 days, if we can look closer, we can see that the 10-year Treasury yield was trading a little higher, and the five should say on the 4.5 side, and now we're gradually bouncing here and pulling back, which is good for the market because we all know that once the market tends to pull down, what happened with the 10-year Treasury yield, it tends um to go up and vice versa. But I want to go over one stock with you, and this is Tinker symbol is nothing other than OKTA Okta. So they reported good earnings, but the guidance wasn't wonderful what the street was expecting. And in regards to that, because of that, the stock pulled back a little. But I always look at when all these stock run up and the pullback is always buying opportunity. I see this as a great buying opportunity for a long-term run. So after solid first quarter earnings, but never convincing to Wall Street that it was good enough. So it has been in the rally mood for quite much. Even next year is predicted to be better for this stock. Again, before you do any investment, do your own due diligence. So they have a solid quarter, but caution outlook. So the company, if you don't know Okta, so what they do, they provide cybersecurity for Microsoft, I think Apple, I'm not sure. But most of the AI generative company right now, Okta provides cybersecurity for them, and the company has been around for a while. Again, do your due diligence so you can know more about the company. And this is some overall view that what the company has been going through, but numbers are good. Today the stock was up 1.5%, but the key category is and strategy for this stock is because the guidance wasn't okay with what Wall Street was expecting, despite they have a 15% drop in price on May 27th, the stock is still up over 35% for the year to date as we're speaking right now. The stock is still up 35%. But why it dropped is because of the tariffs. Most of the stock in the market right now pull back because of tariffs. And because of the tariff, after pullback, and again, let's go over and look at the stock. I think again it's a strong buying opportunity presenting itself right here. Let's look at this stock for 5 years, what the stock has been doing. You can see that up in initial when the stock was debut in I think let me see if I have a max. Yep, I do have a max view. When the stock came out, the stock came out from 2019, it pushed up as all stock does, then found it ground and sold off. And now look at this, constantly going up. It was trading at $44. This was back in 2022, trading at $44. And what happened? Gradually pushed up. But right now, the stock pulled back again because of their outlook for this year. I don't know why tariff should affect this stock, but it did affect it. And the CEO is just saying that because of that, why um, the outlook is not looking so promising. But again, cybersecurity is what they do, and lot more business. Do your homework and see. But why I'm bringing it to you because I see a strong upside. If this should go back to where it was trading at prior, you're looking at a good 26% upside. Stock is trading currently at $104 a share. And now we're trying to go sideways. We're no longer selling off. You can see that we have a green candle right here, and look at the RSI, but the MACD is not convincing him that it's time to buy yet. So we're still looking at it. But if you go closer and look at 180 days, you can see that the RSI is super oversold. We're super oversold. If you look what happened prior to this when we were super oversold, what happened? The stock gradually pushed up, got rejected, and then push right over till we're overbought. And when we were overbought, what happened? Result came out. They beat earnings, yes, even higher than expected earnings, but the outlook caused the stock to pull back tremendously, giving us a nice buying opportunity. Again, the MACD is not significantly telling us that we're in any buying opportunity era right now, but we're not really concerned about that because, again, look what happened prior. The 200-day farm assigned of bouncing for this stock. Bounce, pull back a little, pushed up, rejected. Bounce, pull back a little, pushed up, and look at this, push. So the next time I think the next time we will be bouncing from here, it's just going to continue to make a new high. Of course, I don't expect this to run up tomorrow or the day before or a week from now or a month from now. But guess what? It's a long-term investment, and we all know it's going sideways. We can see that we're gradually making upward stride. So even if you get in like 102, 103, it's a good upside. But one more thing to take into consideration. Let's look at NASDAQ. What is NASDAQ doing now? NASDAQ is almost at all-time high. Once all NASDAQ hit all-time high, normally what it do, it pulls something, just always factor itself in the market, causing the market to pull back and correct itself, and then it go up again for another new all-time high. So it's something to take into consideration that NASDAQ is almost at all-time high. NASDAQ definitely is going to weigh in big on Okta because again it's a part of it. It is within NASDAQ, and when NASDAQ goes up, normally some of these stocks follow as well. So that's something you want to take into consideration. But let's go on some of the more technical aspect of it. If we look at Okta, we can see that this stock tends to find support around 109, 109. Let's go over and see where all right here we go. So we have a resistance of 105 short term and a support of 103, even though the stock went down to 102. But the range right now where the stock is expected to bounce from is $99.89 and upside of 109 for the short term. Where the risk is concerned, the overall risk is medium. It's not a very high risk stock because it's not something that trade very volatile in the market. And then also we want to look at some of the action in the market that there's a lot of buying opportunity back in March, and you can see that this person Mackinnon Todd bought 8,000 88,702 shares, and then someone else again bought another 10,000 32 shares. So this is a lot of buying opportunity. But also in April, someone sold. Addison, Jonathan James sold over 700,000 shares, and maybe he saw what was coming, so he sold again. Nothing is wrong with locked in profit because again, once the stock is at the overbought price, you want to make sure that you're locked in. So again, it's something you need to watch and wait. Don't be jumpy and just went in and go in and buy any stock. Do your own due diligence and watch and wait when the time is right. But where earnings is concerned, you can see that they have been beating earnings continuously, back and forth, and each time they beat earnings, it's a new beat. So what was estimated was 77 cents, and they brought in 86 cents, which was May 27th. And you can see that there was a lot of buying opportunity on in May. A lot of people bought bought in May and also in March too. So it's something to look forward to. And again, it's a great stock. I don't see in the long run what will cause this stock to break down even more. But again, you never know what's going on in the market. Just like United Healthcare, we're just currently pending and waiting on news before the stock will either go down more or continue to rally on the upside. So I just want to bring that to your attention. Also, another stock that I've been watching too, but because of tariffs, the stock continued to sell off, which is Cava. You can see that Cava was trading at $172, but because of bad news, the stock continued to pull on down. But I think the stock is in a consolidation phase right now. You can see that it pull right back, support, and now it's on the upside. But we just have to wait. MACD confirmed more better because you can see that the MACD is about to cross here with Cava, and the RSI is pointing on the upside as well, comparing to Okta, where the MACD is not telling me that it's time to buy yet, because you can see that the MACD is still pulling back. And again, the, the prediction is $99. So I'm going to still wait before I jump into this, but it's a stock that I see that on the long term, it can be definitely an upside and something to watch and something to buy, because it's shown a strong side of financial gain where that is concerned. So again, do your own research, do your own due diligence. Don't take my word for it. But I just saw this opportunity, and I think I thought about sharing it with you guys. So until then, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel to know what's going on and how can we better off ourselves in the stock market. But for this week, I definitely want to go over some of the news that we're expecting, which is Thursday, Friday as normal. Bring big news to the market, which is initial claim, continuous claim, and non-farm payroll on unemployment rate. This is something that the government will be, Jerome Powell will be looking out for at 8:30 Friday. So pay attention to that. And Donald Trump will have a this week we'll be having talk with China. Hopefully, they can come to an agreement where the market can strive for it and we can all benefit from the upside if they do come to any agreement whatsoever. Because we saw last week that when they reported that the government, a judge blocked Trump tariffs, the market went up over 400 points immediately. So if America and China can discuss something this week and come to a conclusion and no longer tariff, we know that we will see a lot of rally in the market. So until then, again, like, subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. Peace out.